All right, so we've got another leaker joining the mix, and this guy has posted the full kits with also the animations for Hae-In and also Alicia Blanche. So these are two units that seem to be the next to come, and my guess is Hae-In will be on global launch, and then Alicia will be slightly later. I don't know if they're gonna go on a 2 or 3 week basis, but because of the soft launch, we could imagine 3 weeks, but. We'll have to see, right? Obviously, they already have these two units planned, and do we know of more? I don't remember. I think like it was Baekhyun-ho, obviously, Choi, and then Alicia and Chahin. So I think these are the four for right now. But obviously, there's going to be way more. We already know of more, so there is that. But we're going to start off with Chahin, and go from there. So she is light. Okay, we know that, and she is going to fill the role of DPS probably without break is my understanding of her. Okay, so as for stats, we're not going to go too deep into that, but for the sword, her sword of light, it increases the user's basic skill damage by 5%. Okay, and when the user uses a basic skill, increases crit damage by 2% for 12 seconds, stacks up to 6 times. Because you're able to stack it 6 times, this means you must be able to use your basic skills a lot. And max dupe, bro, this thing is insane. Increases your basic skill damage by 20 and gives you 8 crit damage every time you use a basic skill up to 6 times. That's a 40% crit damage increase, which is insane. Okay, so we're gonna have to see how exactly her basic skills work. Now, I didn't know this. We could get that one up to level 20. That's quite high. So she's going to go through this, and that's clean. Okay, that's clean. Love to see it. Now, for the core attack, is there anything special on it? Okay, so it's going to inflict airborne. All right, that's fine. It looks so good. It looks so good. Okay, now this is going to be important. Okay, the cooldown's 12 seconds. So I'm interested to see, like, how exactly that works. 474% of the user's attack is not that much. Okay, it's pretty low, all things considered, but let's see what it does. So 66 MP consumption, you have to be able to use this skill multiple times. Deals light elemental damage. When the user lands a critical hit, it applies the Waltz of the Sword effect. When this skill is used, it applies the Dancer effect. Okay, so let's see what exactly these things are. So the Dancer can be used an infinite number of times while the effect is active. I think every time you hit him. They're not showing us more. So, is it really just that? We don't know what the Dancer effect is, though, which is a bit of a problem. It might be in the information icon for the passive. Now, this one is definitely a one hit, but to me, he doesn't say it. He doesn't show it. But I'm going to have to guess, because the MP consumption is so low, that you could use this 3 times. But it says a cooldown of 12 seconds, so I'm a bit unsure. But for this, it's 2,664, pretty high. Now, it is level 10, keep that in mind. It knocks down damage to branded targets, which I think is like if you're Waltz of the Sworded for the Dancer, right? Are increased by 15% and applies the unrecoverable effect to targets when the last attack in the combo hits. So they're really trying to kick the spider while the spider is down. I just finished, because I took a 10-day break, mainly because AFK Journey consumed my life. But now I'm back in full force, and I beat the spider tier 8 with 3 stars. So it's a bit bad timing, but you know, Hae-In for global players, this unrecoverable is going to be insane, because obviously the spider, the arachnid, is very annoying, and his only gimmick is that he heals. You get him down to 50%, bro goes up, he heals, comes back down. Okay, so this unrecoverable will be very strong for that encore mission for sure. That was a clean attack. Now, let's see this. I hope he scrolls down. If he doesn't, okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, so there's more. All right. Ooh. All right. So her support skill when she comes in, or when she's with Jinwoo, right, for her assist, is going to be applying the unrecoverable, which you're unable to recover HP for 30 seconds. Okay, insane. 30 seconds. Wow. And then she applies the branded effect, which increases crit rate and crit damage by 12% to targets hit by the skill. So you're doing 12% more crit rate and damage to this target. That's really good. Oh my God. Okay. And then the other QTE skill is also going to apply brand. So you're going to be able to have it on multiple targets. Yup. Wow. Okay. And then her alt. Okay, this is pretty, Is the damage... I think the damage is not super high, but it is definitely good enough, considering the fact she gets a 30% damage increase when hitting a branded target. And why this is going to be fine is because if you can think about it, you're going to go in with the support skill, and then you're going to attack with this, and you're going to get more crit rate, crit damage, and branded is going to make 30% more damage. So let's see the ultimate. Let's see what it looks like. It's so clean. We've already seen it in some videos, but... oh yeah, that's going to be pretty good range too, it seems. So that is huge. Now the passive, very important. When the dancer hits, the dancer... is that the... okay, when this skill hits, okay. Where is it? When the dancer hits, the user has a 66% chance to brand the target. Okay. That's going to increase crit rate and crit damage taken by 12%. So... alright, she seems pretty good. Obviously, I think what we saw from the previous leaks was the fact that it was all the passives here. Which I think, or at least some of them was like condensed into just seeming to be the normal passive without dupes. So that probably was something that we have to consider. Now, is this good enough in my eyes? I think this is very strong. Her damage is going to be very high on her ultimate. 30% increase is insanely good, okay? Plus, you're also doing more crit, you have a higher crit rate and crit damage. And with Byung-gu, she's going to be insane. I definitely think that she is going to be very strong. Now, her dupe 1 could maybe give us an indication. Increases the max number of the dancer effect instances that can stack at once to 5. So, what the... I'm a bit confused. We don't know what exactly the dancer is, which I think is a big portion left out. When the user lands a crit, it applies the Waltz of the Sword effect. When the skill is used, it applies the dancer effect. So just when the skill itself is used, it applies the dancer. But when you get a crit, you get the Waltz of the Sword. So the dancer can be used in... okay, so I think the dancer... let me go back to Mass's thing of what the dancer is. I think I'm going to have to admit defeat. I don't know what the dancer is. You guys let me know down below if I'm stupid. But we could get some kind of information. So the skills have changed from when Mass leaked it. But here it says the dancer, you could... so when the Waltz of the Sword effect is used and you use the skill, the user can use the dancer infinitely for 4 seconds. And then... oh my god! I just realized. Okay. So it's really just allowing you to use the skill as much as you want? Hello? What? Oh my god. Okay, I understood it. It all clicked. So, basically, when the Waltz of the Sword is active, for how long is the Waltz of the Sword active? It says for 4 seconds here, so we're gonna guess 4 seconds. For 4 seconds, you're able to spam the skill. You're actually able to spam the skill. Okay, wait, let me refresh. I don't know what happened. But, okay, so when you use this and the Waltz applies, when the skill is used, it applies the dancer effect, and then you're going to be able to just use the dancer as much as you want. Like, you're able to use the skill, that one skill, over and over and over, it seems. So that is where this comes in, where you're able to stack up the 6 times for the crit damage. Yeah, no, you probably do want a weapon, especially if you get dupes. Oh, that's going to be nasty. If the event's as good as, what's his name, Baekhyun Ho's for the Silver Main, it's going to be insane. So, yeah, no, Hae-In, going to be very good. Going to be very, very good. By the way, Pride 1 has its site slowly building. We're going to have the tier list up soon. If we look at it, like for Light, now we have pretty much the full roster, right? We needed a fighter, and now we are getting one. But it's going to be looking nice. Like, we have our supporter who's also giving crit. If we check here, right? His dupe 1, and also I'm pretty sure his ult is going to be giving crit damage. But then here, giving all members 12% for Light, 12% crit rate and crit damage extra. So keep that in mind. Hae-In is going to get a disgusting amount. Now, that's our 4th fighter. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. So, no, Hae-In seems to be very good. I'm actually very excited for her. Knowing that we could use this as many times while the buff is active is insane. All depending on how long it is, which it might be 4 seconds, as we saw from Mass. I'll retweet this. That's actually very good. Very, very good. Now we got Alicia Blanche. So, she is a original character from France, okay? She's in the same guild as Emma Laurent, okay? Which is, hold on, let me open Pride One again. As this girl, right? This girl right here. So that's going to be interesting. Now, let's go into this. She's a water unit who freezes, okay? So that's going to be interesting. Now, increases the user's core attack by 5% when the ice body armor effect activates. Increases the user and team members' water damage by 2.5% for 20 seconds, going up to core damage by 10%, and gives 10% to all users' damage, which is pretty decent. So just normal damage. Does the core do freeze? That could be pretty interesting. That looks cool, right? Gives me kind of like Amelia vibes. Now for this, let's see the core. It's just normal. Okay, normal damage. Okay, so we could skip forward. Now this. All right. 8-second cooldown. 200 consumption. Okay, 1284. Slightly low, but considering what type of unit she's going to be, she should be crazy. So when the skill hits, it has a 30% chance to freeze. And when the user uses the skill, it applies the ice body armor effect to their team members. Wow, wait. That's insane. Okay, low damage, maybe. But this is going to hit multiple times. So 30% chance, but it's going to be hitting multiple times. So it should technically have multiple chances to take the 30% to freeze. Now, what else it puts? Hello? Did he not show the ice body armor effect? Oh, he can't go down. Okay, so he tried, but he couldn't. So we're probably going to see the ice body armor later. And then this puts airborne. Oh my god. So they really are just giving these OCs insane range. First Emma, now Alicia. Why are they... Okay, my guess is that they're making these OCs good because they have to give a reason to summon, right? Now, her support is going to be freezing guaranteed when the first attack on the combo hits for 5 seconds. And then when this skill is used, it applies the ice body armor effect to Jinwoo. So, let's see. Do we get to see the ice body armor now? No, we don't. Hey, we better get to see it. Anyway, here, 3-second freeze. Wow, man. So, she has a freeze with pretty much guaranteed chance, because that tornado also, the range is going to be insane. Oh, man, I can't wait to just completely destroy Cerebrus. Now, this is a pretty good ultimate damage, considering she's not like an actual like attacker. And like, wow, it is pretty high. So this is going to be... It's freeze, and this skill applies 5 instances of frost to the effect to the user. And airborne. Okay, let's see the ult. Oh, that's clean. Oh, that's clean. Oh, that's clean. Okay. Okay. Nice. And now we get to see... Oh, we don't get to see the other buff. Well, that sucks. Okay, let's go into this. When Eternal Frost, Winter Storm, or Ice Needle are used, they apply the Frost effect to the user. So is that... So Eternal Frost, is that... I'm just trying to see. Where's Eternal Frost? That's the QTE. And then what are the others? So Ice Needle... So Eternal Frost is the QTE. Okay. Then there's Winter Storm and Winter Storm and Ice Needle. Those are these two. Okay, so the 2 skills and then the QTE. Alright, when you use the basic skills and the QTE, you apply the Frost effect. Activates core attack change. This user's core attack changes to Bitter Cold Spear. Okay. When the user uses Bitter Cold Spear, it consumes Frost instances up to 3 instances at once. Bitter Cold Spear's damage increases by 80% per Frost instance that's been consumed. Wow. Increase up to 240%. Duration infinite, stacking up to 5 times. So she's gonna have good freezing, and then her core attack damage is gonna be insane. Oh wait, how high is the... Okay, actually, wait, hold on. Where's it? Yeah, no, that's gonna be pretty good. I don't know how I feel about revolving around the core attack, but that's fine by me. That's fine by me. We still don't know what exactly this ice body armor effect is. So we'll have to see. But let me see maybe if Mass also has that. Maybe Alicia... Maybe we could see what this body armor effect is. That is not Cha. That's not Alicia. Let me try and find it. Okay, so I think it says it here. It applies the ice body armor effect to the entire team. When ice body armor is active, it removes all debuffs. Oh, okay, okay. This skill creates a shield, double shield. Her and Jiwoo are gonna have shields on water. Nah, this team's gonna be insane. Oh my god. So it creates a shield equal to 20% of the user's attack for 8 seconds. What? That's very high. And then if the user or an ally is hit with the shield, while the shield effect is active, it freezes the target that attacked for 3 seconds. And targets that have already been frozen once can be frozen again after 30 seconds. She seems so busted. Like, freezing over and over is insane. So definitely 2 units that you're probably going to want right? Wow, okay, nice. But if you think about it, she might only be out in like 5 or 6 weeks. So there's a lot of time to save, I'd say. If you do want Alicia, she looks sick as hell. So now we can move on to some other stuff. First of all, we have Tusk Shadow coming out. And he seems to be made for Alicia because we just went over the fact that Alicia's damage for the core could be up to 240% increase, right? And for here, right, he increases all members' core attack damage by 40%. So it's cool how they're going to increase the usability for a lot of these shadows in terms of making it more versatile, I should say. So it's going to be cool how there's going to be a lot of different team comps with the shadows. And then it goes up to 70%. And then there's also his little minions. So that's cool. Now, as for his basic attacks, he's going to be giving an attack increase of 30%. So honestly, I think definitely Tusk is not going to be a bad one to use for sure. 30% attack increase for 10 seconds. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. And then you got all of his little minions. They look cool. I actually like this a lot. So definitely very cool for Tusk. Now, after re-record this part, some of the video got corrupted, but not all of it, thank God. Anyway, going into this, we could see that Battlefield of Chaos is coming out on Chapter 15, which we have completed. Like, in the soft launch, it's already there. But that seems to be the wave game mode they talked about. So there's that. Then Workshop of Brilliant Light, which is going to be endgame gear with higher level gear, is coming out Chapter 18, which I think is also coming out on global launch. Chapter 16 to 18 on global launch. So we're going to be able to get this one too and fight the demon bosses from the demon tower. So that's great. And then there is just some new stuff, so like the Awakening Tonic, also Cerebrus plushie, which is kind of cute. And then there's a new gear set where if we check it out, well, I think this is all you're showing for the 2 set and the 4 set. It shows 8 set, but I don't think there's going to be 8 sets. Maybe it's going to be the demon set, which this seems to be the set from what's it called, from Workshop, but we'll have to see. So it applies the curse effect on the skill 2 set, which is going to be decreasing HP every so often, it seems, and increases overall damage, which would go very much in line with Ho, where he gets 50% of the increased damage depending on the user's reduced HP ratio. And then the 4 set lets the player be immortal, which I don't think is going to be too crazy, but that 2 set does seem to be very good in my opinion. So not something to definitely look over by any means. But overall though, I'm actually very excited for all this stuff, especially the new units. Hae-In seems to be very good. Let me just go back. Thank you to the new leaker for sure. Like, this is insane. Alpha leaker, bro, the GOAT, because this is just good stuff. I get to talk about solo leveling more. I get another video, so love to see it.